human entertainment. I like it. Welcome to day 14 of SuFamiMas, the Super Famicom Christmas. Today we're going to play a little game called Taekwon-Do, which is, I think, the only kind of sports game on the menu. This has a very cool last boss, which we won't get to, but I'll explain what that is all about here later. Now, I grew up with the C64, and on there we had a sports game, sports karate game called International Karate. It was also IK Plus, which weren't fighting games in the traditional sense. They were games where you had to take down enemies for points, score points to hit them. And that's a similar thing here. I don't speak either Japanese or Korean, but we're gonna pick Korean. Both because it's, you know, Taekwondo is the sport of Korea. We're just gonna pick tournament here. And so this is a sports game. You've got a bunch of characters here which all pretty much look alike, but do behave a little bit differently. And I have a feeling that we might want to go for an all-round type. I'm feeling this guy, but let's just see some stats on the other people here. See, they have very varied stats, but I don't know if that will make a whole lot of sense for me because I'm not super good at this game. And it has a lot of different controls here. You use all 4 face buttons. You can use the shoulder buttons. And I don't think I'm gonna get very far. Just gonna say that right away. So I will I'll kind of spoil the last boss of this game for you because it has a very, very cool ending. And as you see, it's first to 5 knockdowns. And the final boss, when he shows up and then he, before the round has even begun, he kicks down the judge. And then instead of the point bars there at the bottom, you get straight up health bars, and then it's like a fighting game instead. And you can move up and down here by holding down a shoulder button. And as you can see, it's much about, of course you get points for landing hits, but you also have a chance to, when you hit an enemy, they sometimes get in sort of a stunned state. Where you can get a nice chance to get in, and if you get another hit on them, then that's when you knock them down. As you can see from the character animation, this also seems like they get tired if you try to mash out too many attacks. But we got him with a knockout. We didn't even need to get all 5 hits. So very nice beginnings. And there's our next rival. The green gi guy. Oh, counter attack. Nice hit. Like any other fighting game, the difficulty quickly ramps up. You might thought you did very well against the first guy, but then usually it's the second guy that will get to you. Games on Neo Geo, for instance, are famously very tricky in this regard. It'll usually just be one round, and then in the next round they'll eat your lunch. Taekwondo, for those familiar, it is a sport where you a martial arts, which is all about the kicks. There's a couple of punches, but it's very much about the kick. So it's a very hard-hitting martial art. And I'm almost down here. Now this guy's definitely no joke. But I got another down on him. Not quite sure on with the, you know, the dimensions of everything here. If you look at the background sprites, I know they're supposed to be in the background, but they look just a little bit too tiny compared to the characters, the player characters in the foreground. And also the art style seems completely different. So it was probably two different artists. So yes, I bet I was about to say maybe the other guy won, but I just won by 2 more points. Lucky victory. I wonder who owns Human Entertainment today, who made this game. They made quite a few games. I want to say that Human were the ones that did the Fireman. That's another Super Nintendo game that always comes up when you talk about Super Nintendo hidden gems. It's a game that only came out in that was a game that only came out in Europe and Japan, and one of the real expensive ones. But I want to say I don't think Human has any real classics. It's a company that has a lot of middle ground games, a lot of 6s and 7 out of 10 kind of games, which I think is the game you want. It's the games that nobody talks about, and I think can be surprisingly fun. This guy sure is moving around a lot here. Moving a lot around in the foreground and background, which is really annoying. Can't really get some attacks in on him. I mean, he's constantly hitting me with roundhouse kicks. Really annoying. Really wish he would get in here and get in the fight. Instead of hiding on the background layer. Well, he got me with the critical hit. And I can't switch up or down here on the lines if he's in the way. Who got the most points? He did. Too bad. But hey, let's continue, right? Try this guy again. No character switch and continue in this game. Interestingly enough. That's what I'm talking about. Nice little... Taekwondo is very definitely a very cool sport to watch because it is so flashy. You know, all these big kicks. There's no you know, no sort of grappling game to it. It do has grapbles. I know because I took like 4 classes of Taekwondo when I was a kid, and it did have grabs at one point. I'm not sure if those were general self-defense grabs or if it was actual Taekwondo that we learned there. Oh, that was a nice knockdown. Really tired this time here. It's nice that it isn't some sort of bar on the screen that you have to look at the actual character here to see how you're doing. Oh, it's just blocking everything now. Did we get more points this time around? Way more points. Excellent. We're moving up. I'm honestly doing a lot better than I thought I would. And that was, seems like, what was that, the final one? Did I? No, it's not the final one yet. It was the final one in that tournament, but we're moving on to a new tournament with even tougher opponents. We're up against Yeti here. Oof, that was a nice roundhouse kick. So he's really kind of baiting me in with those feint attacks he's doing. But that wasn't enough to keep me from downing him. Yeah, you can do like feints on the left. I want to reiterate that I don't usually do this well in this game. Maybe I just picked good characters today, or I'm just really lucky. Well, don't want to jinx it here. Starting to get knocked down. Get off the mat. A critical hit right in the solar plexus. And that was 5 downs. So a technical knockout. I usually play this game in Japanese. Maybe it's easier when I'm playing Korean. You know, out of respect for the home country of Taekwondo. Wow, that was a hard hit. Wow, 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 wow. These guys are really stepping up the combo game here. Yeah, and I'm really tired compared to him now. But I didn't manage to knock him down. Yeah, I just need one more to get knocked down once more here, and then he slowed down a little bit once I started getting into him. So it seems like I'm making a comeback. So it's down to the last knockdown. He's not as cocky as he was in the beginning. And I managed to get him. Nice to see very aggressive opponents switch it up. Ivan. Must be a Russian guy. Don't think I saw him in the character select. So it's not just the characters from the character select that you can pick from that you have to face. There are enemies from all over the world. Taekwondo practitioners. That's pretty cool. So he's really being annoying with switching layers now here. Come on. And when he's right on top or below me here, I can't switch layers. Not a lot of knockdowns here. Both players really evenly matched here. But I got him with a counter attack. And another counter attack. Hell yeah. Oosh. A clean knockout. What a way to go. Anyway, I think that's enough Taekwondo for today. But nice little sports game from Human Entertainment. So thank you for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of SuFamiMas. Bye.